Right, we got day 3 of the government shutdown. Or perhaps I should start saying a partial shutdown. Just some government workers that are on furlough. Why they have a different name for this is beyond me, because it's a layoff. When you're not getting paid and you've not been fired, it's a layoff. It's not a furlough. It's another government manipulation word to make something sound better or worse than it actually is. It's a layoff. Now, as most of you know by now, there was a shooting. A lady got shot. She was driving a sedan. She tried to break through a barrier, and they chased her down. She's dead. She had a 1-year-old child in the car with her. I myself would love to know the reason why a lady would have a 1-year-old child in the car with her. That doesn't sound like a terrorist attack to me, unless she was using the child as like, well, there's a little 1-year-old child in the car, so this lady cannot be harmful. Kind of like bait. It's like, oh, she's okay. She's got a little kid in the car. Let her go. Let her go through. That doesn't hold water with me, because she broke through a barrier. And it was so evident that she was doing something wrong, they shot and killed her. We don't know anything more than that right now. Or at least they're not releasing anything more than that right now. I did hear, though, from the media when I was watching this, that apparently she was African American. This is hearsay. So somebody was trying to imply that she may have been Arabic or a different ethnic background of some sort to make it sound like terrorism. Personally, I think that she was probably, this is my opinion, I think she was probably disgruntled. She may have lost her job. She may have known somebody that lost her job. Maybe she was medicated. Maybe she had mental problems and she just lost it. You ever heard of road rage? I know that's a bit of a stretch, but road rage. And if you're medicated and you have road rage and you feel like you have nothing to lose, who knows? Especially with all those people around. Let's face it, if you were like having a really bad day and you had tens of hundreds, maybe thousands, I wasn't there, but it looks like maybe 1,000 people or more, in big groups, cameras, microphones, the media, big groups of people, a lot of things going on, it tends to build you up. It gets your adrenaline going. So maybe whatever was wrong with her, she got sent over the edge. I don't know. Nobody knows. Except for the people that are holding back the truth. Which takes me to the point of the number 3 day of the government shutdown. I watched everything on C-SPAN. I don't know if you guys get C-SPAN, but I got C-SPAN. It's kind of like a government access. There's no commercials. The only thing that I can get from this is that Nancy Pelosi, the Democrats, and the Republicans are still doing the same thing that they were doing yesterday and the day before. They're calling each other liars, manipulators, and crybabies. So it doesn't really matter what side you believe in. At this point, if you were an independent or if you were just new to politics, you would think both sides are crybabies. Both sides are pointing the finger, but neither side can say anything other than, you won't accept yes for an answer. See how black and white that is? You won't accept yes for an answer? How many times have you tried that in your life? Here on YouTube or other? It's not always black and white. It's not always just a yes or a no. President Obama said he's not going to negotiate. It's all or nothing. Republicans, they said, we want to put these few programs and vote them in to the budget and get these people paid, but we're not going to do Obamacare. Well, we've all heard the story 100 times. The reason I make these vlogs is that I can give my opinion on it, a little slice of reality for the middle class. When you have two people going back and forth constantly, saying the same thing constantly, that's not a resolution. That's a bitch fest. That's drama. That's nothing but pure 100% adult drama. I saw 2 people cry on the Democrat side today. 2. They actually cried in front of the camera to make their case about how bad it was that they were unemployed. Here's my problem with that. It's televised when somebody in the government is unemployed. It's televised. Nancy Pelosi stands behind the government employee that has been laid off, and they televise it. They support her. They give her encouragement. They give her a shoulder to cry on. They say her full legal name. Give her everything that they can give her to make her sound pathetic. Last check, guys, around 7.5% unemployment in the United States of America. 7.5. And these are not government workers. These are private sector workers. I have yet to see the government interview one private sector worker about their job being lost, about their home being foreclosed on, about any type of thing that we've heard about from the government workers. What, are the government workers the only ones that have babies and kids and mortgages? I highly doubt it. This is why it's always bothered me when celebrities die. It's a big deal. But when your mother or your father or your son or child, daughter, passes away, nobody raises an eyebrow except for your immediate family. But when a celebrity dies, it's news in the media. I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and think that I'm smaller than the government. Because that's how they're trying to make me feel. And if that's not how they're trying to make me feel, that's how they've made me feel. My life is less significant because I'm a private sector worker. Haven't you guys noticed that the Democrats are going on and on about the public being hurt by this, but the only ones they're interviewing are the government workers that have been laid off? To our about.